Here we go. 187 reasons Mexicanos can't cross the border. Because Lou Dobbs and Bill O'Reilly and G.W. Bush and the Minutemen say so. Because it's Indian land stolen from our mothers. Because we're too emotional when it comes to our mothers. Because we've been doing it for over 500 years already. Because it's too easy to say, I am from here. Because Latin American petrochemical juice flows first. Because Cedillo and Gortari and folks are still on vacation. Because Nahuatl and Mayan and Chicano will spread to Canada. Because what would we do in El Norte? Because the World Bank needs our abuelita's account. Because the CIA trains better with brown targets. Because our accent is unable to hide U.S. colonialism. Because what will the Hispanic MBAs do? Because our suitcases are made with biodegradable maguey fibers. Because we still resemble La Malinche. Because multiplication is our favorite sport. Because we're going to dig a tunnel all the way to Seattle. Because Mexico needs us to keep the peso from sinking. Because the Berlin Wall is on the way through Veracruz. Because we just learned where we chol. Because someone made our IDs out of corn. Because our border thirst is insatiable. Because we're on peyote and Coca-Cola and Banamex. Because our voice resembles La Llorona. Because we're still voting. Because the North is really South. Because we can read about it in an ethnic prison. Because Frida beat us to it. Because U.S. and European corporations would rather visit us first. Because of a new form of overnight Mayan anarchy. Because we're meant to usher in a postmodern gloom into Mexico. Because there are enough farm workers in California already. Because every nacho chip can morph into a Mexican wrestler. Because it's better to be rootless and unconscious and rapeable. Because we're destined to have the Go Back to Mexico blues. Because we're destined to have the Go Back to Mexico blues because Pancho Villa's hidden treasure is still in Chihuahua. Because Bogart's hidden treasure is still in the Sierra Madre. Because we need more murals honoring our Indian past. Because of this Aztec reflex to sacrifice ourselves. Because we really are dark French Creoles in a Cantinflas costume. Because we couldn't clean up Hurricane Katrina. Because we had a vision of Sor Juana in drag. Because we smell of tamales and soaked in tequila. Because we got hooked to listening to Indian jazz in Chiapas. Because we're still waiting to be cosmic. Because the passport says we're out of date. Because our organ donor got lost in a bingo game. Because we got to learn a little English first and get in line and pay a little fee. Because we're too understanding and appreciative of our capitalist neighbors. Because a 500-year penance was not severe enough. Because we're still running from La Migra. Because we're still kissing the Pope's hand. Because we're still practicing to be Franciscan priests. Because of the word revolución and the word liberación. Because of the word viva Zapata. Because we rely more on brujas than lawyers. Because we have visions instead of televisions. Because our PhD is in total united service. Because it's too easy to say American citizen in Cholo. Because you can't shrink wrap enchiladas. Because a spy in Spanish sounds too much like a spy in Spanish. Because our comadres are an international political party. Because we believe in the big chingazo theory of the universe. Because every Mexican is a living theater of rebellion. Because Hollywood needs its subject matter and proper folkloric decor. Evening portrait. of an El Paso, Texas hero, Roberto V. Melendez, with a quote from Simon Ortiz from a poem of his called What I Mean, from his great collection called Woven Stone. So this is Simon's quote. He was just one of us, but a hero. I mean, not in a big way, but real, because he was one of us. I was at the front, the first ones. It was 66, from El Paso, Texas. The other Marines who came after us got their names on the plaque. That's what everyone talks about. 68, 69, 70. No one mentions 66. Go to the Veterans Building, you'll see what I mean. We got nothing. See this tag on my hat? What year does it say? 66. That's right. We were the first ones out there. Whatever was in front of us came down. Women, children, men, cows. Then we torched the village. We made the road for the rest to follow. Every day, every night. Melendez, the officers called out. Melendez is crazy. Let Melendez burn out. First, they laughed. I mean, I volunteered for everything. And you know what? After a while, I began to love it. It happened like that. When it was over, I told the commander, I wanted a 6-month extension. There I was, alone with him in the room. No. He said, no, Melendez, you're sick in the head. So I came back home. No one knew where I was. But there in a gown in the hospital, man, I was on Thorazine, all those drugs. You name it, I was on it. You don't know how it feels in here, inside the chest. All those lives never go away. They burn. They burn. I want you to write my story. But you're going to have to catch me on a good day. And I'm not going to talk about all that Chicano grunt shit. Yeah, it was there. So what? So what? I'm going to tell you what really happened. I look at Melendez, my brother-in-law. Water comes down his eyes. A week before Thanksgiving 2006, we were in the kitchen. His wife Yoli leans on the velvet sofa, stares somewhere away from the bluish light, as if a cloud in the wind and I. The grandchildren play ultimate wrestling men in a cage. Melendez notices his daughter Rose open the refrigerator for a beer for her husband, policeman from Colton, and Savannah and Jennifer, the granddaughters, chase each other up the beige stairs. I am their hero. That is all he says, rubs his cheek. The Box Spring Mountains darken, 9 miles north of the house on Revelation Way. Thank you so much, y'all. Gracias. Thank you, Nicole. Thank you, Elena. Thank you.